How's kind of the feeling after that game, and just how the offense played and how you played, and just the takeaways from Mercyhurst game?
I think that we need a little bit of a sense of urgency. I think we're a little upset. But when you go back and look at it, I think we were like 9 for 11 on third downs, and then we only got 6 drives. One got stalled out at the end, but we had a 3-and-out and a pick that we can't have. So I think we're a little upset, but when you can leave a game that you won and still be upset about how you played, that's a good thing. We got another win in the win column, and then we have a lot to correct. So it's not a horrible feeling, but it's not great, and we need to be better.
Yeah, how do you guys get that urgency? Why wasn't it there even?
It was just a weird game, and I don't know if it looked like that from outside, but I think everyone on the team kind of agreed it's a weird game. Mercyhurst did a good job of controlling the clock, and they took a lot of time off of it, and so we had limited opportunities, and we scored on our first 3, and then like I said, we can't have a 3-and-out. You can't do that no matter who you're playing, and then limit the turnovers again. And defense I thought did a great job. They were on the field a lot, but when you pitch a shutout against any team in the FCS, it's a good day for the defense. So there's a lot to fix, but you can't be too mad about a win.
You were kind of thrust into a bigger role once Chris got hurt in the beginning of the season, I guess. Going into Gold Rush especially, can you just kind of take me through your mindset, the bigger role this season?
In fall camp, the amount of reps that we get, it's just, it's kind of just stepping in, and I've been doing that, and I've been playing with those guys, playing with Taco, playing with Ryan, playing with Chris and Trim and all those guys. And so, when one guy goes down, another guy goes up, and it's not the amount of reps that you get during fall camp. It's just everybody's playing, and so it's not like a huge thing. It's kind of just playing and filling in where guys can't. And we're happy to have him back, though, for sure, and I'm sure that everybody watching is too. So.
Yeah, I was able to ask Coach Durban about you, and he called you Mr. Consistency. I guess a nickname like that, just your standard of being consistent. Just take me through that.
Yeah, like you said, the standard. I think that set for me probably by my brothers and my family. Just showing up and being the same person every day, and I take pride in that. And one thing Coach Sturbick talks about a lot is make the coaches play you. And if you just show up and you're consistent, then they have no choice but to give you a chance. So I take pride in being consistent.
What did you learn from Coy?
A lot of things. I'd like to say everything, but a lot of things. The biggest thing, even Coach Mix will talk about it. I remember when he switched to being our position coach back in January. I was in his office, and I remember the one thing he said about Coy was he was like, I appreciated that Coy came in every single day being the same person. And I try to emulate a lot of things that he does, and just a sense of work ethic and being consistent for sure.
And you mentioned that work in fall camp, being thrusted into that bigger role early in the season. Just how important was it to get those reps and get that chemistry down with Justin coming into the season?
It's super important, and Justin's only played 4 games here now, and I've been here for a year and a half, and so being able to get all those reps in fall camp is huge. And then even in the spring he would come to practice, and he couldn't practice with us yet, but we'd get extra routes in after or do something on a morning when we didn't have practice. And so just building that stuff up with Justin is huge. Having a connection with him is huge. And so
and then just for you personally, how would you evaluate your play through the first 4 weeks?
It's been all right. There's things to fix for sure. I need to catch every ball that's thrown to me. That's one thing is when you get thrown into a position like that, your room for error isn't as big as some people's. And so I need to catch every ball that's thrown to me probably if I want to keep playing. So.
Deegan's talked about your wrestling background and just the blue-collar mentality you bring to the game. How important is that to you?
Super important. I think that one thing is blocking. A lot of receivers in college football I don't think like to block anymore, but I think that's one of the reasons why I do get on the field. And so being able to block people and just making contact out there, it's football. Everybody's got to do it. So if you can bring a little bit of that blue-collar mentality to it, I think it helps you a lot.
Yeah, you talked about that urgency. The fight to defend the Big Sky title starts this week. Just what's the team mentality like as you guys face Eastern Washington on Saturday?
I think a lot of the focus is on ourselves. I think that when you go back and look at the past couple games, I think we're just beating ourselves up. And so I think we're going to attack it like we did Oregon, the same way we did Mercyhurst. And we need to focus on ourselves and fix a lot of things. And then regardless of who's on that other side, if we're focusing on ourselves, and I think we'll like the scoreboard at the end.
What kind of dynamics does Chris bring to the team?
Chris he's hilarious. I'll give him that. He brings a funny dynamic to the team. He's really fun in the meeting room, and then, I mean, you guys have seen it. He's an incredible receiver, and he's really fast. He's twitchy, and he's got good hands.
Anything
Sense of
specific?
humor.
Oh,
Sorry,
just
I need to
His
call
sense
that.
of humor?
yeah.
He's I don't know. He's just hilarious. You kind of just got to be there for it. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, and then you mentioned the twitchiness. That deep threat. How much does that kind of open up the offense for Justin and everybody else?
Hopefully it opens it up. That's one thing that we haven't really got into is we haven't pushed the ball downfield yet. But Ryan's probably one of the fastest kids on the team. Taco and Chris. We got fast dudes out there, and I think that if we could push that ball downfield a little bit further instead of making up so many short chunks, that might spread the defense out a bit. But I think Coach Cervic's got it under control, and he's going to do his thing, and we got to just do what he wants us to do.
You guys have a lot of different personnel groupings and different looks on offense. You guys lining up all over the place. What is that like from your perspective to play in this kind of offense?
I like it a lot. I think that it provides an opportunity for me to get on the field. If we last year we were in 12 personnel a lot, and we had Rowe and Lonnie and those guys, and so we had a lot of tight ends on the field. But this year we've been doing some 10, a couple 0, 01. So I think that when we get more of us on the field, that's just another opportunity to be out there and get the ball. And so I'm enjoying it. I think it's fun. I think Justin likes it. Coach Cervic's really creative in that sense. So it's just pretty fun to be a part of that.
And okay, just playing with your brother, and him coming back from a pretty serious injury, seeing him out there making some tackles on kickoff. What's that been like?
It's been fun. His senior year of high school, my sophomore year, he tore his ACL, so we didn't get to play that year. And then I got here, and he was hurt, so we played at Utah Tech together last year, and then not again. And so it's been fun to play with him this year and be next to him on kickoff and run down there. So it's been fun to watch him.
You and Colson, both from Sheridan. What was it like watching them rip off that long run on Saturday?
It's been fun. That's one thing that a lot of people talk about a lot in the locker room is Colson was crazy good. His stats, if you go look at his stats in high school, they were crazy. And so it's just fun to see him having success. And I know that he's got it in him. And when he breaks off stuff like that, it just proves to everybody else. And so I'm excited every time he does that. I'm excited for what he's going to do the rest of the year.
Is there anything specific with your wrestling technique that you use on blocking or anything else?
Just body control, I'd say, and then just a sense of physicality, It's football, like I said. You got to be able to hit other dudes. And I'd say just body control, putting myself between me and Adam or Julius or Jared or Colson, just making sure that my guy's not affecting where they want to go.